Hey guys, so what went behind the development of Nick Bruce Adventures Season 2? So, if you want to find out, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel because we need more subscribers. My channel's subscriber list has been going down ever since, and people are just not interested in my channel. But today's video, we're going to be talking about the development behind Nick Bruce Adventures 2. So what went behind the development of the second season? Because I know I did this back last year with the first season. So yeah, I mean, when I started working on the second season, I wanted there to be more of a California style adventure. At first I was thinking maybe it should be there, but originally Nick Bruce Adventures Season 1 was originally going to be in California. I decided why not say that for a sequel, and then it ended up not happening. So then once I had to film here again, I was like, okay, so what if I, filmed here in Dayton, and, well, if I, instead of Aiden, why not add, like, one of the kids from Boys to Men, like, one whose name goes by Brody. I was thinking he would be the perfect kind of sidekick, kind of similar to Sonic and Tails, but that did not work because he did not agree to it, and of course, I was not able to do it. So, the only other person I had that I thought maybe to save for like a sequel was Aiden. So, originally, even way before the first Nick Bruce Adventure season, I was actually originally going to put Brody at the post-credits scene and maybe just put him in future projects. Unfortunately, he was only in Nick Vlogs Episode 3. So, according to what I'm about to tell you, that is probably some difficulties I had when it comes to getting Nick Bruce into a new sidekick form. So, pretty much, also, there were original plans to be a Master Elmer, like an actual green one similar to Sonic 2. But yet again, I didn't really have that, and so I had to use the Rubik's Cubes instead. Well, actually, the Crystal Cube is being saved for Nick Bruce Adventures 3, sorry about that. But yeah, so basically the second season only had the first object that was linked to something much bigger. I can't go full spoilers on that, but I can say that the Rubik's Cube really played a big picture in the second season. And so I really didn't know how the second season project was going to be until when I released the first trailer for the second season back in July at the Directs. I felt kind of proud with it, and then when the second season's next trailer released, I was okay with it too. And then this was actually the first time I released more than just one TV spot. So yeah, also though, there were also big plans for more characters to be involved. There was going to be Miss Rosetta. Now, unfortunately, she left, even though she was one of the main staff. She left, and so she was not involved with the project, but she was eventually going to be in Nick Bruce Adventures 2. It's just that during July of that year, basically, she just quit the job, and I'm not going to go in full details on that because that's private information. But unfortunately for Miss Rosetta, she did not want to be part of it no more because, well, her just quitting the job and stuff like that. So there was another little misstep here and there. Now, another thing I was planning on putting is there might have not just been one villain. Now, if Evil Nick was going to be the only villain, that's probably what I've done, and so that's what I did. But there was going to be a second villain who was going to make Evil Nick work with him, and there was a person that was originally going to play Dr. Joy Fetson Fu. Unfortunately, he didn't make it out of the job for a week at Boys to Men 2, which is here. And so, he was originally going to play Dr. Joy Fetson Fu, the guy who's kind of like Eggman but has tentacles in his back. Kind of similar to Doc Ock as well. Yeah, so Jason was going to play as him. He was also an actor in the past. But unfortunately, he never got to play the part, and things just fell apart there. So, of course, Evil Nick was the only one to start out as the next villain. Another thing I was also originally going to do for the second season was to do more of a newer location at the beginning of the second season. Elmer Hill Zone might have not been just in, the same area. It could have already been in, other areas of Dayton, Ohio. Now, of course, I can't say what that is because I want to keep that secret until future projects come along the way. Maybe I could confirm right now that it could be in Dayton City, but honestly, I don't really want to do Dayton City right at this moment. I feel like maybe I should save that for later. But, you know the drill. I mean, you know, Nick Bruce Ventures 2 had a lot of struggles and a lot of stuff going on. So, yeah. And then there were a couple more things that were cut out for, like, future projects after that. So, of course, you know how I teased the evil version of Ian Grossbeck at, like, an end credits scene of the 5th episode of the 2nd season? Well, according to what's going on, the original Nick Bruce Adventures Season 3 was originally going to have that Ian Grossbeck in the 3rd season as the main villain. He was going to start out as a villain, but then he was going to straight up just be a good guy. Honestly, it just, you know, I got my computer taken away, and it was a bunch of other bullcrap for maybe like someday in the future I can explain that to you guys, but I'm not going to really do it at all, to be honest. Just knowing that, you know, Nick Bruce Adventures 3 was originally going to have Ian Grossbeck as the villain, and the footage was all there, guys, okay? The footage was all there. It had a bunch of emotional stuff, but it wasn't as good as the 3rd season I made now. So, to be honest, I felt like the new 3rd season looked way better, in my opinion, than the original. Pretty much, I felt like maybe Rick Drews could have played a much bigger role at the end credits in the 2nd season, but I wouldn't have thought that in the past, so that's why the evil version Ian Grossbeck never came back to the spotlight again. And also, Ian Grossbeck hasn't returned back to Boyz II Men at all, so that's another reason. One more thing I will confirm that was in the development behind Nick Bruce Adventures Season 2. Yes, the release date was going to be coming out on April 8th of this year, but then I realized, is that even necessary, and do people have to wait that long? No. So that's why Nick Bruce Adventures Season 2 released on November 25th of 2022, and that's another reason why I released the trailer early. So, there you go, guys. There's the confirmation on the development behind Nick Bruce Adventures Season 2. I know it's a shorter video today, guys, but yeah, so please comment down below what you guys thought, and I'll catch you guys back for later videos like this. Maybe not for a while, because it's going to be a long time before that happens. So, thank you guys so much, and peace.